All right, we started. Welcome everybody. Hey man, this is our second kind of like podcast demo type thing. We're the Smash Brothers, and I'm sure that you saw that first video. 10 minutes of pure, incredible entertainment.
Great talk.
So, all right, hey, look, I'm Greg Buckley, and this is
Mickey Unknown.
There you go. And welcome to the Smash Brothers podcast. It's number 2 for us. We hope to keep this going, and we're going to ramp up to our equipment. We got our nice Yeti mic. We got a little camera.
We got some water.
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready to roll. We are. Yeah, no bourbon right now, but if you look at it, like you said, we're going to talk about golf, bourbon, entertainment, music, and everything in between. From two guys who just like to go out and have some fun,
especially these 4 days.
4 days.
It's beyond.
So
wait till we get that.
I'll tell you, we've had a great weekend. We can hardly talk about it, but we're wrapping up here, and it was fantastic from Saturday on out. And before we start anything, we really got to throw a shout out to our good friend Simeone, who has really gotten us tied in down here, and knows so many people.
He's
and he was with us all the way. He's like a junior member of the Smash Brother Club.
He is, and he's the mayor already. Him and his beautiful wife and family, but Franny and Debbie have been here for 5 years, 5 years, and it's just amazing to see. Real quick story. So after I met Franny, I was at one of my good friends, rest in peace, Vincent Papa, and I said, Vincent, we were playing pinochle. I said, man, I met Franny on the golf course at Porky's. I knew his name and knew of him back in the day, and I said, we got to know him a little better today. And he said, didn't hesitate. You met a great man in life. Franny Solo. Rest in peace, Vincent.
All right. There you go. All right. So big shout out to Franny.
Oh, yeah. We love Franny.
Yeah. And we were with him pretty much every night, right?
Because he knows the music. He knows the eats. He knows the golf courses and even the back roads.
I'm trying to think
all in one shot.
Where did we start at? Did we get golfing? No,
we're supposed to go.
We're supposed to go. But I did get around in at the Newark Country Club for the Rotarians of Newark, the Newark Rotary Club.
Great calls.
A great group. Mr. Bill Searles, he really does lead it down there. It was an excellent tournament. Well participated in. Always a good time. And Newark Country Club is playing fantastic.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never played there. I heard good things all these years.
Yeah.
And it's a public. Is it public or private?
It's public.
It's public.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
Public.
Get on that. Got to get on that.
You got to.
Smash Brother. Got to get on it.
It's playing the best I've ever played. You know what? We had a round at the Rock.
Well, you had a round at the Rock. That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Sunday.
I forgot.
See, this is what we do.
Oh my gosh! That's right. We started the week off with the round at the Rock and Smash Brothers' first release.
That's it. We did.
Yes.
That was the first release. Yes, and we had a hell of a time there. The Rock is playing very well. Of course, the greens were really rolled nice. We hit it at like 6:30 in the morning for tee time, and it was kind of troublesome because the first 3 holes of the Rock, you're looking into the sun shooting out with the dew being as thick as it was and being after rain. It was bad. I mean, you really had to track your ball pretty darn well. And then the greens themselves, though, I thought they were excellent. They were pressed, rolled. They were
quick.
They were very quick. Quick to begin with.
Quick.
And then by the time we got done 18, man,
they were on speed.
They were, you had to just tap it to go. And the greens that
steroids, I should say.
They were steroids. But it was a great round. We got a good 18 in. And we qualified for senior rate, didn't we?
Yeah.
I was going to get that discount.
That's sweet. Hey, 60s are blessed, baby. 60s are blessed.
Yeah.
We're in the top of the 60s.
And the thing too, now Rock Manor had gone through some vandalism just the prior week. A couple of kids with motorbikes.
Unbelievable.
And
destroying property.
They come on the course and they literally just tore up the green. One of them, fortunately, is just one. And the management of Rock Manor really came to the forefront. Really took care of the green. I personally, if you didn't tell me what green it was affected, I think it was number 4.
Number 4. Yeah,
I would have known any difference. They
did a great job. And quick too.
Quick. They moved the hole up a little bit, so the affected areas weren't you didn't have to play near them or putt on them, right?
No.
But honestly, I didn't know the difference. I kept looking and going,
Everything
was
they got
great.
everything perfect out there. Because
Yeah.
they got a great staff, and the Rock, they could do a good job.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So ever since they redid the
Yeah.
Rock years ago,
Yep.
it's stellar course. It's a stellar course.
It is, really is.
In the northern Wilmington.
Yeah.
area.
And so we come down here and
Sussex County,
Sussex.
country.
So we went from golf to now we're doing our music thing.
Yeah.
We it was just by chance that so many good shows were lined up for this week, and
It's unbelievable. It was like Woodstock. It was
Yeah,
Woodstock
we were
for
like-
4 days in Sussex County with music, good eats, good drinks, great fellowship and brotherhood and sisterhood.
yeah, it was
Phenomenal Smash Brother.
It was an excellent few days here. It was like a mini vacation, and the music was
It was
just
very nice,
tremendous.
very nice.
We had the opportunity to see Floyd Nation, great cover band from Pink Floyd. The Fritzky brothers again, we saw
night
them
at
last
Paul's
night,
Kitchen
and we were
with
part of
Paul Cullen.
with Paul Cullen, and we were there for a live, not just a live performance, but a live recording.
And live performance.
And live performance, of course, yeah.
Absolutely.
And of course, you get a great meal. We had the flank steak. How about that flank steak?
It was marinated. Listen to this for all you chefs, cooks. I don't know if you ever heard this one. Coffee. Marinated in coffee, the flank steak. I never heard of that. The meat was tender. I talked to the chef. He's a great guy, loves to cook, been around the circuit a little bit. Found a beautiful home there, Paul's Kitchen, Paul's Room, whatever.
Tremendous.
Tremendous.
Great flavor.
And it was. So we talked about it last night.
Yeah, and
next steak I get marinated.
we're going to do it. We're going to try that recipe. I mean, there's no
Absolutely.
doubt about
I
it.
try bourbons and whiskeys and things like that. That's always good.
Yeah.
Gives it a little punch, pop, like we talked about, but with the meat, and it softens it up. So the spices can penetrate and you get a little flavor all through and out. But we're going to try this coffee.
Yeah, well, the
Oh,
coffee
yeah.
was great. It was
Great
great.
dinner. Very good. And then we saw Marcus King.
Marcus
King, man. You want to talk about lightning? Woo!
Yeah, that guy is totally lightning. That was Monday, right?
Energy.
Monday, and then we had.
I think that was Saturday because I
Was
went
it
up
Saturday?
and
Yeah,
back
yeah,
and
yeah,
round
you
the
did.
dial.
Man,
Hey, like I said,
it's been
it
so.
may have been a 7-day Woodstock in
It could have
Sussex County. Who
I think it
knows? Whatever. God bless America. That's all I can say. And Sussex County.
But there's so much to
A
do.
lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's so much to do down here, and we had.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we just ran into a really great streak of good music, some great food. And of course we had one round of golf in, and I played today at 4:00 for the final
Right.
at Mulligan's Point. So we're getting out there little by little.
I got a funny story. Not to cut you off there, Smash Brother. About my round of golf, I was supposed to play with Franny. So we were playing golf around 12:20 on Tuesday. It was the tee time, and it was hot, man. I mean, it was really hot. So I called him up. He said, "Yeah, let's bag it, go to the pool." So in my mind, I still had Mulligan's Point, thinking. So I come back to Smash Brothers a pad here, beautiful above his shop.
We're in the condominium.
It's unbelievable, man. It's beyond. So, anyways, I come back. I put my trunks on. I head back up to Mulligan's Point. I'm looking for Brady. I jump in the pool. I talked to this guy. He was a great man, Mike. I don't know his last name. Served our nation in Vietnam as a Marine. And he went into action. Thank God he came out. We'll salute him and all veterans as well, and their families and all their sacrifices. So I talked to him for 20 minutes. I said, well, I don't see Franny, so I better call Franny and find out what the heck happened to him. Call Franny. He said, Mick, where you at? I said, I'm at the pool. He goes, what? I'm looking right at the pool. I don't see it. I start looking around my pool, knowing the man's not in the water. He's at his pool in the clubhouse at Liberty.
You went to the wrong pool.
I went to the wrong pool. But one thing's nice. You got to be doing good. 2 pool memberships, huh? That's big time to get that. Oh, easy with all that, man. Easy. So that was my venture of playing golf. Never swung a club.
So much for your golf round this week, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, I want to let the audience know. Look, we're not streaming on any other platform except for Facebook, where we'll run the tape, where we'll run the video on,
Sure.
and YouTube. We're getting things set up. I know that we announced that we had smashbrothers.com and all that on our demo. But it was a demo. We're getting our domains
Yeah,
together and all that stuff. So bear with us as we go through all this stuff. We're here really just to flush things out, get our voices down, get our formats down.
Draw a little interest too, see what goes on out there.
We're
Feedback.
two local guys.
Yeah.
Nothing
big.
We both hail from Newcastle County. If you don't know us, I have repair shops in North Wilmington and down here in Millsboro. Mick, you're retired from Amtrak.
I retired from Amtrak, enjoying a great life, great career, great railroad. Can't say enough good things about my career and things like that. And also, I'm helping out my son who started a new company, a known capital. So he's doing good things there, selling houses,
real estate,
contracting, and contracting with painting and so forth. So, like I said, we're just moving things around here, trying to make a beautiful network of streaming and fun times, and talk a lot about golf and beer, bourbon, music, and mostly brotherhood and sisterhood, because there's a lot of people out there playing golf. A lot of people playing golf. It's a great sport.
And really what we're doing is we've been friends. We've known each other since we've been 6 years old.
Oh yeah. Oh,
first grade. And it's
Absolutely.
been that way. So when we say we're brothers, the only thing separates is two different mothers.
That's it. That's it. We've been together.
Yeah.
Then we go back to the days of bowling on Friday nights.
Oh, Friday
Remember
nights,
that? Bowling with the family every Friday night. We had dinner, went out to Parkway Bowl Lanes up there on Union Street, and we bowled, man. We've just
been together all our life, and then
after dinners with
now we're getting older.
Mr. and Mrs. Buckley, solid in Europe. Solid in Europe, man.
And your parents were fantastic as well.
Beautiful.
You know.
Oh, we're blessed. Blessed to have great.
So once in a while you'll hear us throw a story in about how
Truly
we were coming up together and all that other good stuff. But for us and a purpose for Smash Brothers podcast, like Mick said, we want to expose having some fun, doing things that normal guys like ourselves would be doing at this age, retired, semi-retired, going out. Priorities are fun, life. Our wives, our family, all that stuff comes into play. And
get away from all that negativity stuff.
Yeah, there's too much of that.
Golf is a great activity.
Yeah, and there's too much of that. So we did. I'll tell you what. When we were at Floyd Nation, right, there was a huge delay now because of the weather.
Yeah, this was a good one.
Now, what took place was we were waiting for the gates to open up 7:30. We were going to get in. And then, of course, get your seats and be done. But that didn't happen. We pulled into the parking lot of the shopping center, and I think it was called Bayside Liquors. Bayside Liquors is in there along with Foxy's Pizza and Restaurant, whatever.
Good place for pizza.
After
the show.
Yeah, after the show. So Bayside had, I give them props, man. They have a great selection of bourbons.
I think you got a clip for
I did get a clip of them. Yeah. When you're watching, I'll probably dunk in a couple of photos of what they got, but their selection is far and wide. They carry Jeffersons. They carry a lot of high-end Angels. Yeah, they've got all of that there. Their beer selection is great. Now when you talk about drink.
How about that one you found?
Yeah, Guinness Zero. Never seen it or even heard of it. I didn't even realize it was there. And I'll drink beer, of course, but I do like Guinness Draft out of the can. I mean, it is
solid.
It's not carbonated. It's nitro filled, so it doesn't fill you up. And it's very low alcohol content to begin with. I think it's like 4.5 or 4.7. Anyway, it's very low.
Very good.
Well, the Zero is 0.5%. Like the amount of what's in an orange, the alcohol content of an orange is very low. But the taste was great, incredible taste. Malty, because that's where you're, and it's heavier in carbs, of course, but the taste was there. I do recommend that if you're going to buy it, you got to have this stuff rocking cold. I mean,
that was ice cold out.
It was ice cold out of the box.
It was out of the box.
I can't imagine. I don't think I would enjoy it having it warm.
No, like a regular Guinness.
Yeah.
Because I had that cold and a little bit warm, and I enjoyed them both. I
agree with you there. Yeah, super cold is the way you got to have it.
Like cold.
Not that
it's a drink.
It's a drink. Yeah, and you want to get relaxed. I mean, you want to get like cooled down with it. But zero is great. And of course, everybody once in a while is going to be a DD. That was my turn to be a DD. Got to be
All,
responsible.
hold, not your turn.
Well,
all
I mean,
the time. So
all the time.
tip my cap. Did that plenty of times to the opposing teams. Smash Brother won here, man. Took the wheel, took the helm. Didn't have to worry about it.
That's it. Well, I take the wheel when we're driving, and you take the wheel when we're golfing.
Yeah.
You can't take the car away from
I
this time.
just thought about that. You're right, man.
Can't
Yeah,
take the car away.
just there's only one other guy drives, that I'm a passenger with. That's Dano. Love you, Dano. But I ain't gonna touch that wheel either with him. So I've always driven with golf carts. And,
you can't take.
yeah, that's a good way of looking at it, bro.
Yeah. So and then we went to this Floyd show, and I got to tell you, this Floyd show was amazing. Not only is Floyd Nation incredible, but we experienced it, and we were all under the threat of a major storm, thunder, lightning, rain. And
That was Tuesday.
It was Tuesday.
That was Tuesday. Oh my God!
And we're sitting there, and we're convinced by 9 o'clock we're going to be running out of that place with whatever we could to cover ourselves. Well, as they came on stage, and the young lady, the director
came up with a nice announcement.
She said, "Listen, we don't think it's going to rain. Our data tells us it's not going to rain. Maybe a sprinkle, but we will give you a warning if it does." Well, again, we're skeptical because we're all watching the maps on our phones and looking at everything, and we're convinced. Like I said, 9 o'clock, we got to be ready to run back to the car. So we're sitting there, and we get a little sprinkle. Everybody gets a little nervous, but then that stopped within 5 minutes. The show came on at 8, and then you had Mother Nature versus Floyd Nation. And between the two of them,
light laser show. They had a laser show.
A huge laser show, which was going up against the clouds and the tree line.
The trees.
And then Mother Nature is pushing lightning down all over and thunder, and they're playing Welcome to the Machine. Well, I'll tell you, it was something to see.
Your hair rose up.
Yeah.
I tell you what, goosebumps everywhere.
It was great.
And outside my comfort zone, wait.
He's got all metal chairs around you.
I'm telling you, like I did everything I could do, and then sometimes like you got to trust. And they have high technical instruments there for weather, and they had everything calculated. And like you said, that director came out, and I believed her. I really did. She did a great job. She had everybody's safety under concern.
Yeah.
And said these lightning strikes are over the ocean. These lightning strikes are 10 miles up the road, and we're going to get you in and out of here. We're going to reduce the music a little bit, not too bad, because they got to live by the local ordinances, shut down by 10, and they do that like religion, right?
Yeah.
Gospel.
So
great organization at Prima Stage.
And they do a lot. I mean,
it's beyond belief.
And
the whole thing here.
What's really interesting is,
tremendous.
and I think we should explain this, or at least I'd like to explain, because we talked about this, the three of us, you, Franny, and me, when we were at the show. And a lot of times you'll look at, and I know this to be true, you'll look at where if I'm putting things out and promoting and all that stuff, like I'm not working at Buckley's, or what you're doing with Unknown Capital.
Oh,
and the thing is
CEO non-paid job.
When you're down here, what we've experienced is I don't watch TV. I mean, I might watch a Phillies game and that's it. So down here, what's interesting is that you can go out, and by 6 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, the show starts, maybe 7, right? You're home. It's done by 10. Ordinances keep them down to 10 o'clock. So, you decide you can watch TV on your butt for 4 or 5 hours before you go to bed, or for a minimum cost, $25-$30, you're out seeing a top band, a national act at a great venue that supports musicians, the arts, the community.
Arts.
So you
great
some differences. Like
the money out there in the network. Big rubber band.
It's like last night. Last night we wrapped up what we call a Smash Brothers musical tour.
That was a heck of a tour.
And we finished back at Paul's room watching Paul and the Fitzky boys.
And let's not forget Noah on the keyboards.
I was going to get into Noah.
Oh, okay. All right. Noah was getting a separate shout out.
Well, yeah, I think he deserves it.
No doubt. It was good. It was all Styx music. It was all nothing electric, all unplugged.
All plugged.
Beautiful.
We saw Noah. This young man, I think he just turned 16. But if you ever get a chance to see the Frisky Brothers, and I highly recommend you do, just because it's amazing to see such young men play this damn well. And Noah is part of the band, is the keyboardist, and I talked to two friends next to me, and I said, this kid could play in any major act right now. Right now, he's that incredible. He can hold notes. He can get
through
into
the music.
groove. He gets into the groove. I mean, he is
very humble.
and he's a very humble kid. You know, him
yes.
and his dad. They live in, they live up in Pennsylvania somewhere, like almost Reading.
Oh,
I think he does.
Wow.
And they come down and they'll call him in for a gig, and of course he comes down. That's what he plays.
Already.
And he's part of, I think Paul Cares. He is next in line to get scholarship money to go.
Outstanding.
So yeah, I was told that yesterday. But a lot of friends were there. We had a great night. Had some great meals, great food. Good friends that showed up. It was something that, you know, if you don't have a chance to do, or if you want to have the opportunity, please look at Paul Cares or Paul Cullen Rocks, paulcullen.rocks.
Great cause.
Great entertainment.
Food, music.
Yeah. So we highly recommend that.
And you know what was cool? Paul, man, that's the first time we've seen him, get on stage with other bands, his band, Bad River.
Yeah.
And, but last night with just his songs that he wrote, they did all original. And you got to know a little bit about Paul growing up in Buffalo and, working hard-working family, living at the lake. Growing up at the lake, I believe. Yeah. He started there as a vacation home, and then he wound up growing up there before I believe he left Buffalo.
Yeah, he did.
But you got to know a little bit about somebody through your music, and that's what's cool. You got art, you got music, you got golf, you got outdoor activities, fun people.
It's a great part of our state here in Delaware.
And Beeze, and that's his nickname, just to let you know, Smash Brother 1, 2, but that's Greg, Mick, right? Beeze, Hook. I go way back with the Hook.
There you go.
Side profile family. So anyways, but to think of all that happening in this area, and I believe it was 2014, maybe 13, Sussex County, Forbes magazine was the 5th best county retirement for all things considered. Now that's only a couple years ago. Okay, say 10.
Yeah.
And here we are in the growth and everything. So that word must have got out. And I'm telling you, people are very friendly, very nice. And it's up and down Delaware.
Well, Delaware is just ranked number 2 to retire.
The whole state.
Yeah, under Iowa. Iowa was number 1.
Wow.
And Delaware became number 2.
Well, that's a great statistic. Yeah, look at that. You're getting stats here on Smash.
Right, and Millsboro, this area here was ranked the 21st ranked city to work from home, or town to work from home at.
How about that?
Yeah, because of all the access, the internet, the beach, everything. So
it free up a lot of traffic with all this construction. That's
well, that's what they got to do. But
there's a lot of service jobs.
Oh yeah. No, that's the toughest part. But overall, hey, look, this is our second. It's our second show. We're running up on the 25-minute mark.
We're 25 minutes already.
Yeah, 25 already.
Man. Yeah. Oh my God, I feel like we could talk for another hour.
Oh, we could.
We could bore you. I don't know. You tell us. We got a lot of stories to talk about.
So next week,
we got a lot. Can we get 20 more minutes?
Nah, let's save some of the good stuff.
All right, bro.
We will be back next week with another podcast, another show, another story, and maybe next time we'll have a live tasting that's going on there. We have some ideas in mind, but hey, look, shoot us some of the things you want to see. Look, we're going to open this up and we're going to let it fly. We're going to have some fun. I got experience with doing podcasts, and I decided that this is the way that my buddy and we can come out and just let you know what's happening. We appreciate all the following that you do for us on Facebook.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. You look at our pictures, you write some comments.
Yeah, whether it's just a like or a comment or whatever. We're two local guys that are just out having fun, trying to be real as much as possible.
Absolutely.
Sometimes we're ready for the PGA Tour, but most of the time we're ready for about 100 million lessons.
Yeah.
So it's going to be real. We'll interject with some clips. These are things we got going on. So listen,
it's fun.
Just bear with us as we get our format down. But I really enjoy this. I know I'm here with my best friend of life, And
Same, brother.
we're
Together forever.
Oh, yeah.
Together forever. That's
We're
the
just
Marshall
having-
Tucker Band album, Together Forever. They
just
were in
having-
Europe, came back before the song, never needed a practice.
Yep.
Nailed every song one time, put it
Nailed
out
it.
for the release. That's how we're rolling here.
Yeah.
No
So,
practice,
no
no
practice.
go, just together
Oh, by the way.
forever,
And that-
talking good stuff.
and at the end of each show, we'll just give ourselves a little bit of a shout out to each of our companies and our families. Right, you know me, Buckley's Auto Care, 2 locations, Millsboro, Wilmington, and you got a known capital.
Yeah, that's Michael's business, Wilmington.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job. We're trying to get Marguerite on board. Michael's mother got a nice little niche there, and give him some support out there. Starting young, left his baseball career, played 5 years at independent baseball, and you know, he wants to get started. 29 years old. He followed his dream. You got to give people credit to follow their dreams. And that's
Entrepreneur.
what's so nice about here. I just thought about that. People set up their retirements,
Yeah.
follow their dreams, come here, and in this general area. And I'm telling you, it's a great part of Delaware, and people are happy.
Yep.
People are happy and on the beach. Like today, when we're thinking about things to say, he was out there. Greg was at the Y doing the spin class, getting strong, getting ready to knock the ball. Hunter ace bombing the ball, by the way. Really hit some
I've been
good
driving
shots.
pretty darn good.
You've been driving very good.
I got
You've been driving really
it's
good.
all in my feet. I finally figured my feet. My footwork.
Exactly. You did
My footwork.
good things. I walked the boardwalk, and on that boardwalk, no wall close, all kinds of walks of life, right?
Yeah.
Nobody interested about who's doing what, who's this, who's that. It was good fun for everybody, all walks of life.
There you go.
And nobody's in nobody's business because you're at the beach. Take that life and put it in your own life, right?
That's it.
A day at the beach could be a day in your living room loving something.
Day in the beach, day in the life.
Exactly.
There you
We were on the beach. Franny, his beautiful wife, his cousin Joe. It was beyond belief. Met all these other people. Everybody goes back to St. Elizabeth's class of '78 or something. I don't know.
Like I said,
It's just a great thing.
true
here.
stories coming from 2 guys that are just going to share what we can. And sometimes, like I said, it might be 30 minutes. Other times, it might be 15. We don't know. We're going to figure all
Can
this
we ever
out.
get to an hour?
That had to be a live show, I guess. We
We'll do
could.
it. We'll
Well,
do it.
we could do it. No,
Okay.
when
I can see it right now.
this is all. We could.
Brothers on
When this gets on
the
audio,
drones.
a person can listen to an audio, no problem.
Yeah.
30 minutes here
Staring at
live
the
and all
video,
that, right?
right.
Because we don't have question and answers yet, right? But we'll get into all of that. We just really appreciate you taking the time to even think about watching some of this stuff. And this location here, this is the apartment above the shop, actually, and I call it the penthouse condominium, whatever.
So
It's an
beautiful, so.
it's apartment, and this is where I hang out during the week. Why I work the shop.
Oh,
So
man. Hey, you can't mention that without a shout out to your crew here.
Oh,
that
yeah,
you
my
put
crew.
together. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
both crews,
Both crews. We'll talk about all the crews, yes. And we're Newcastle County. We'll talk about Newcastle County. But here, right now, we're Sussex County. This group here, man, is they bond. And they love Greg. They all tell me, I'm here so often. They love working for Buckley's Auto Care and build up a good clientele. And they're just good, solid people. And they're engaged. I don't care. Them doors are open. They're talking shop till that door's closed. Till the door's closed and they're moving. So that's from somebody that's not going to give you, well, I give you a weight, no doubt about it. But I tell you the straight truth. You know that.
I know. I want to hear this.
That's right.
I want to hear.
There's a lot of straight truth before this deal. But anyway, the God thing is they're great people.
Well, I appreciate that.
No, and it's to your credit, which you established and had a vision, brother. You brought a vision here and networking and establishing things. And like you said, you talked about Franny earlier, just a great guy. And you guys working here together with the people in the community. One thing's missing, Smash Brother 2. I got to get here.
That's right. You got to get yourself down here. Hey, and one thing before we sign up, we're coming up to the 30-minute mark. We are going to tell you the story about how all this came about. It is an incredible story of fate and faith.
And it'll be true.
It's
as
a true
day
story.
long.
When you hear this story, you'll just shake your head and go, all right, there is a God and the universe does listen. Because I'm telling you, it's the way that it went down. But in the meantime, we got to sign off. We're at
Sign
the
off.
30-minute. Hey, thanks a lot
Peace
again.
and love,
Again,
sports fans.
absolutely. Smash Brothers are out.
Smash
Number
Brothers.
2 down the tubes. Boom. We're
Done.
out. We're
God
out.
bless you.
We're out the
God
gate.
bless America. Keep a golf game strong to your heart. And guess what? Keep love in your heart with peace.
There you go. And always
Amen.
drive and drink responsibly. All right. Have fun. Take care.
Hey, Smash Brother, great job.